Hello everybody from the land of Lincoln. I'm at the Korean War Memorial at Oak Ridge Cemetery where President Lincoln is also buried. I did go pay tribute to our 16th president, who, of course, not only knowing the pain of a divided nation and the soldiers who fought and died in it, also had hope that he would bring the two divided nation into one. And of course, I am here. We just ended the ceremony and I was so happy to meet Karen, who came today in honor of her brother. So if you can just share your memories and your thoughts about your brother.
Well, unfortunately, I never got to meet nor know my brother. He left in June of 1949 when my mother was about 2 months pregnant with me, and he was sent to Japan. And from Japan, they sent him into Korea. He was killed July 31st, 1950. I was born December of 49. My mom sent a letter, and it never got to him. So he never knew I was born. His last letter home said, "Give Linda a kiss," which was my sister above me. And that's the last memories I have, knowing my brother. I have since then got my gold star. I have built a shadow box with all of his medals and a picture of him. I was married on his birthday in memory of my brother. Awesome. And so unfortunately, that's the only way I can do it. I have no other means other than to see his name on that wall. And there's a brick down here also with his name.
And what is his name?
His name is John H. Garvin Jr., and he was a corporal in the United States Army.
Well, it says,
and it's right around the corner. Yeah, those are in alphabetical order.
That these heroes will never be forgotten. I'm so happy that I got to come here and honor him and let you know that he is remembered.
Oh, I
and
hope
let
so.
you know that I'm here because of his sacrifice. So thank you so much.
Yeah, he was only 20. I mean, he was not very old when he was killed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Of course I want to hear it. Thank you all for remembering.
Thank you. Okay, well, you did hear it. It's so important that we just don't forget because there are heroes everywhere. But I do want to share because Grandpa, did you say you had something to show me? Oh, okay. You said you had something. So let's go. This is the memorial behind me.
Becky was actually had his a lot of times, I guess.
And as you can see, there are names of 1789 from Illinois that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. So,
He got killed.
Carl, oh, here on this one, I'm sorry.
But anyway, they were behind the line. And they want to get home.
are we looking for a name?
C-A...
C-A-R? Carol. What's his name? Oh.
Okay, little towns. But this
Howard
captain,
Lee Carr. My sister married his brother, and he's as close to a best friend in Korea that I could have. Right out of high school, he was drafted. I don't know whether he enlisted or drafted, but anyhow, he got killed by mortar fire, and so I found out later something is missing in here as a result of it. It's really...
That's good. That's very kind of you.
Somebody has to shed a tear sometimes, and I was lucky. Only 3% actually serve in combat. So you have to understand, out of all the people, service people here, Beefs gave the ultimate, but only 3% of the military are on the wall. Out of all the hundreds, thousands, millions he served.
Well, I am glad that you are here and you made it back because you're honoring them.
Northwest of Springfield.
When I first learned that somebody was coming, I didn't dream it would be somebody so young, but you did a fabulous job and your presentation today, remarkable.
Thank you. I just hope that you...
I try to guess your age, but I'm not going to.
Yes, don't break my heart. But I'm just hoping that all of you felt my heart and sincere gratitude on behalf of course, all of us that are enjoying the freedom that you fought for. So thank you.
But I'm glad to meet some Korean people here.
Yes.
It's great.
Okay, thank you. I have a very special person that actually, despite him not being a Korean War veteran, obviously he's not as old, but he knows a lot about the one who did make this monument.
George Pimping.
Yes. And in his honor, could you tell us a little bit about his efforts? Let's kind of show them, because this is a very beautiful monument, first of all.
This is very similar to the one at the National Washington, D.C.
In terms of the statue?
Yeah,
Okay,
that. And they had studied this for a number of years, and they went and did a lot of fundraising and everything, and they finally got enough money to put everything together. But George was a main instrument in not only the fundraising, but also the getting everything done.
Why do you think he wanted that? I know he's a Korean War veteran, but
George was a full-time active duty person. He joined the service after World War II, and so in 1947 is when he joined. So as a young military person, he was sent to Korea for the Korean War, and he just it just meant a lot to him. He lost a lot of friends.
yes, yes.
And
So I guess that's what I'm trying to say, and that's what I've been amazed by. Most of these veterans memorial have not been built by the veterans. Most of them are initiated by the veterans, but it's not to honor themselves.
no, it's for the people that they were friends with,
Yes,
and the people that
yes,
gave the ultimate sacrifice.
yes. And I just thought it was really cool that the Grandpa George belonged to two organizations, the Korean War Veterans Association and the Catholic War Veterans USA. But it was just awesome that, as an organization, you also supported his endeavor, but as fellow veterans, you knew what it was, about.
Yeah. As veterans, we see this all the time. I'm a Vietnam era veteran. I spent 37 years in the military, and but I've lost several friends roommates that I had over in Vietnam. It's really no difference when you lose someone in a war. They're fighting for the country, and they're doing what we are doing what we think is the right thing to do. And so.
Thank you so much. You're right. I do want to thank you so much.
And actually, you had mentioned about your former colleague, Grandpa George, about he was tirelessly working on this. You said he also received recognition from the state.
You did
Yes.
say he was a volunteer.
Yeah, as the commander of the Catholic War Veterans, I knew George personally from meetings and stuff. I didn't know his family or anything, but I knew him from him coming to the meeting and all the work that he did. And as time goes on, you begin to develop a high respect for the tenacity and the energy that he had in getting things done. And a year before he passed away, I decided that it was he must be getting close to the end of his life. What I need to do is to write up all this stuff that he has done.
Aww.
And I'll turn it into the state.
To get some
And
information.
he got, the state received it. They recognized all the work that he had done, and in turn gave him, he was the volunteer veteran of the quarter, and then turned around and won the volunteer veteran of the year award. And that was last year.
And that was before he passed.
And he passed. He received that in August of 2017. And then he died this January of 2018.
I just missed it. But I know he didn't do anything for accolades and awards. But I am so happy that he did receive that distinction that he so deserved. So everybody, you know, you think that these kind of memorials just get built, but really there's a lot of people that put their heart and soul into it for years, and many times they are veterans. And so it means so much that younger generations come and support them, because that's what they need. Oh, okay. I have here with me.
No, not
Grandpa?
me. Not me.
Wait.
I would like you, before they leave,
Okay.
the car over there is General Meyer, who was in the Korean War.
Let's go catch him.
He can't come out of his car. He uses a walker, but he's a former general.
Okay,
You
let's
must.
walk and talk. We must. So we will.
But you kind of have to walk in the grass or
Oh,
spray
it's
in
okay. I think
It's only
so.
one.
We're gonna catch. Who is he? Can you?
General Lou Meyer is.
Okay.
He's a retired general, and I don't know much more about him than that, but he's been very
Sprinkler.
active, but now he can't get around anymore because he uses a walker.
Okay.
But he's been very active in the veteran community, and you'll love him to death.
Well, but while we're walking to him, what is your role? Why are you hanging out with my grandpas?
I support
Who are
veterans
you?
of all eras. My name is Rose Connolly. I am do the website for the Inter Veterans Council. I belong to AMVETS, the VFW, the American Legion, the Women's Overseas Service League, Air Force Sergeants Association. The list goes on and on.
Okay. Do you have the heart? Hello.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you for being here. Well, you missed something very important, and I'm sorry if you can hold this for 1 second, but this is my small token of appreciation that I'm gonna pin right here.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I was in Korea.
But wait. It doesn't end there. I get to get you.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
I was with the Koreans in Korea in 2nd Rock Corps as a sergeant up at the front lines training new units to become artillery in the Korean War. So that's how I was involved in it. I was a sergeant first class with the 2nd Rock Corps, front lines training them to be artillerymen. They had 3 months on the line, direct support of the infantry, and then they became a new artillery portion of a division. That's how we were building the Korean Army.
That's and amazing, because I know you retired as general.
Yeah.
When?
1986.
Wow.
So I've been around.
Oh, he just celebrated his 90th birthday.
90th?
Yeah.
90th.
Wow.
Yeah.
You look very good.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you for coming. This is a wonderful idea.
Thank you so much. Again, I just do want to say that one last look at the beautiful memorial. This is at the Oak Ridge Cemetery where President Lincoln is buried in. As I said, you know, kind of like how he said in his second inaugural address, you know, malice towards none, charity for all. with firmness in the right as God sees it in His right, that we should continue to strive to, as a nation, to heal the wounds. I think I paraphrased it. He said it, of course, much better. But what I'm trying to say is that, war is painful, but it's up to us, the younger generations and people who are alive, so that those who paid the ultimate sacrifice, their sacrifices are not made in vain, that we continue to never give up on hope for healing. And I'm so hopeful that the current peace talks may bring about lasting peace on the peninsula, and maybe reconciliation among all those who are just wanting peace. So again, this was my state number 23, city number 37 out of the 50 state, 70 city, 90-day journey across America to honor veterans and promote peace. Remember 77.org. Thank you.